I got a couple quick articles here from Bounding into Comics. The first one is a Netflix animated series from Meghan Markle gets to royal flush. Basically, essentially, when Netflix kind of had their little culling, where I think they laid off 150 people, or was it 200 or whatever. But anyway, basically her series, and they canceled a bunch of series. Meghan Markle's series was one of the ones that was basically canned. Whoops. There we go. In light of the recent death drop of their stock, courtesy of a bleeding subscriber base resulting from enough woke decisions and regrets to fill Buckingham Palace, Netflix has given several projects to chop. A little hyperbolic, but I agree with it by and large. Anyway, not even the royals were immune to this massacre, as Markle's upcoming Pearl has found itself among Netflix's casualties. Then, according to the deadline, they've quietly dropped Pearl. It's been an animated series. They describe it right here. It would have followed the adventures of a 12-year-old girl who's been inspired by influential women from history. Which, sounds pretty terrible. I mean, it's like, at the same time, though, I'm not the target demo, because I think the target demo is more like young girls, and maybe young boys too, but yeah, young kids. I'm talking like 10 and under, to kind of, it's a history lesson. Okay, so that might be fine. If they were actually stick to the history, I'd be all for it. But they'd probably, burnish it up with some, you know, hyperbolic stuff and talk about, oh, women are so put upon and all this. I don't know. We'll never know because it isn't going to be made. And it goes on and says, our heroine Pearl is on a journey of self-discovery issues, tries to overcome her life's daily challenges, blah, blah, blah. She goes on, all this kind of shit and stuff. And then, it just goes on and talks more and more. And I don't give a shit about this, whatever. Like I said, I'm not the target demo though, so it might have been good, but we might be better off that it wasn't made. The other article is about a Disney actor, which it's a little much to call him a Disney actor because he's done a few voice roles for Disney. I think the one I know for sure is he was in the live action, if you want to call it that, Lion King. But to call him a Disney actor is a bit much. But anyway, he's basically talking about how he wants MAGA lunatics to burn in hell. Releases a trailer for his new R-rated gay sex comedy that takes shots at straight people, features explicit sex acts. Well, it is R-rated, so okay, But anyway, it's the latest movie by Universal Pictures, due out in theaters this fall. Which there's your mistake right there. First off, just not even just the fact that this movie's gay or what, but most of these movies shouldn't be out in theaters. Are you gonna fucking pay $10, $15 or whatever just for one person to go to a movie theater to watch a comedy? Like, I've never understood the appeal of that. I'll go watch action movies that I want to see on the big screen, stuff that's like awesome. But to watch just comedies or dramas on the big screen is just kind of, it's okay. But it's like, man, it's a lot of money to be paying. Anyway, because, let alone the concessions and so on and so forth. Anyhow, whatever. But, basically, he plays this character named Bobby. He's hired by a pair of movie producers to write a script for a gay-centric romance that'll be something a straight guy might watch with his girlfriend. But I guess its claim to fame is that it'll make history as the first R-rated gay rom-com, which is very specific, that boasts an all LGBTQ plus principal cast. It's like, okay, that's fucking awesome. Anyway, he's talking to the Huffington Post. If you don't know who Billy Eichner is, he's fucking a super annoying guy. I don't find him funny pretty much at all. He might have a few things here and there, but I remember him most as playing Craig from Parks and Recreation. I don't remember the exact season, but it was, I think it had to do with like when the Eagleton merger happened and stuff. And his character was fucking annoying as hell. He was like their version of April, except the opposite because he cared too much. He was over the top. He was too emotional. He'd be yelling and stuff, and I didn't find his character funny. He basically plays versions of himself in movies or TV shows or whatever. And it's like, well, that's good work if you can get it. I mean, make no mistake, but it's like, you're not really an actor at that point. You're just playing yourself. You don't say, hey, let's get in this guy to play this character. You're like, no, let's get him to play Billy Eichner. That kind of thing. But anyway, whatever. And it goes on, and he's talking about, it's incredibly exciting to me and a real sign of progress. It's the same studio making movies like Jurassic World and The Fast and Furious is also releasing this R-rated gay rom-com with an all LGBTQ, like, whatever, with as much passion and enthusiasm as they release with other films. It's taken way too long. And it's like, well, let me tell you something, pal. All right? The LGBTQ, all that kind of stuff, you got people who, identify more like younger kids and stuff, but it's still a small minority of people out there that would be put under that category. You know, it's like there's not tons and tons and tons of people who are like, oh my god, I got to go see this. This movie, you would hope it didn't cost much to make. It ain't gonna make unless it's actually legitimately funny. Now, if it's legitimately funny, that's different. But if it's just because they give a few examples of some of the dialogue here, you know, blah blah blah. It goes on. It's in the trailer, which you can watch the trailer if you want. I mean, I didn't really find all that funny, but he mocks the idea of doing a gay film for straight men. Saying, "Am I going to be in the middle of some high-speed car chase and all of a sudden fall in love with Ice Cube?" Yeah, sarcastically. Am I going to get butt fucked by Jason Momoa while we're both worried about a volcano? I don't really. I mean, maybe if it was delivered by somebody else, but like to him or to me, Billy's delivery, his whole shtick, it fucking sucks. It's like it makes me want to punch him in the face. It's got nothing to do with him being gay. I don't give a flying fuck about that. You can do whatever you want. It has everything to do with the fact that he is fucking super annoying. Just his whole like just screeching harpy type character and stuff is annoying as hell. I can't stand guys like that or people like that. The one who would get in your face and bitch and yell and all that stuff. It's like fuck off. But anyway, it says the trailer also takes numerous shots at straight people with the ending line, "Oh my God, do you guys remember straight people?" With another character answering, "Yeah, they had a nice run." Like, okay, is that supposed to be funny? Like, because I think I heard that joke fucking like 10 years ago or something. You know, I've also heard the same joke about like they'll have a black person say, "You guys remember white people? Yeah, they had a good run," that kind of thing. It's like, man, that joke is fucking old, man. That joke is old enough to drink now, probably. I mean, like seriously, like, what the fuck? But there's other parts, and it's like, the character's being told they're too old to go in the pool at a gay party. His Eichner's character sending a picture of his ass to a date only to be rejected. Arguing with organizers within the LGBTQ community, and a big comedy bit involving the camera zooming out to reveal that what looks like a tender kiss between the two men actually being one of them receiving oral sex at a gay orgy. Like, me personally, I watched the trailer. It's got, and again, it's got nothing to do with like, oh, it's gay. No, I just didn't find it funny. Like, I didn't think that I didn't laugh, like actually laugh, watching the entire trailer. It was more like, that might be the best you get. It's like, this doesn't look funny. It's like the whole shtick is, these guys are gay. Kind of like Hannah Gadsby bit or something like that, where it's like there is no jokes, there's no punchlines. It's just, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here because I've already gone 8 minutes, which is longer than I'd wanted. It talks some about, basically, as you can see, he seems like a really nice guy. Fuck Trump, fuck his whole family, fuck anyone that chooses to work with him, and fuck every single Trump voter. It's like, dude, that's a lot of people in this country, pal. A lot of people. There was tens of millions of people who voted for Trump. It's like when you make these kind of blanket statements. I'm glad. I don't know how many likes it's up now or whatever at the time, January 2021, and also that they 124. He's also talking about he fell for the whole the Jussie Smollett hate crime hoax. I want Trump and all MAGA lunatics to burn in hell and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? But anyway, like I said, I'll go ahead and wrap this up here. I've already gone 9 minutes. Thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.